What up? How's it going? So now we on season 2, episode 8. Hey man, they talking about expansion at the same time as we're seeing what this drug trade can truly be at the top in El Paso. Hank is like right there at the front lines. Yo, I know at some point we're going to have to deal with Walt getting in with characters like that. And I want to see how that goes, man. I don't even know where it's going. And then Pinkman, everybody thinks he's a G. Somebody going to come and try to test him or press him, right? Then we have old girl Skylar. How's that job thing going to go? Because as I said, I don't think it was just that the boss was handsy. I think something happened. Y'all don't let me know in the comments. I will figure this out on my own. But hey, man, let's go ahead and get this episode started. Season 2, episode 8.
Hey. You selling?
Didn't know he was in this.
You're kidding, right? Dude, I so smell bacon. It's a cop van. Yeah, another one right over there. Duke City Flowers? Come on. Can't you at least be original? You put a bunch of cops in the back of a garbage truck? There's no way I'm seriously thinking that there's cops in the back of a garbage truck.
You know what? Just to show you you're being an asshole.
Ah, I'm blinded by white.
Douchebag. If you ask a cop if he's a cop, he's like obligated to tell you. It's in the Constitution. So go ahead and ask.
You a cop?
No, not like that. Ask it like official.
Are you a police officer?
No, I am not a police officer.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thanks, man. Albuquerque police, you're under arrest. Get on the ground.
Of course.
Get on your stomach, now.
The two vans. Yeah. As long as it was going on, I was like, yeah, he's a cop.
I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent. And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Since I already lost my deposit and all, maybe we should light up.
No, thanks.
You sure? What's this?
Oh.
18-month chip
Yeah. That makes
in
sense.
recovery. And, pot. It's like stepping stones.
No, you look nice is all.
It's work, Walt. Everybody's gonna be there. Okay, maybe we'll order a pizza tonight?
Okay.
Yesterday I got home and found him.
Oh.
He didn't even tell me he was coming.
Man was killed.
The federale. Hank talked to his ASAC for about an hour. Hank could win an Oscar. He's so damn breezy with the man. He hangs up the phone, goes right back to bed.
It's me, Hank. Sorry, How you doing?
Lousy. I guess you heard about what happened down in Juarez. You don't put your second most senior man on the trail of those motherless bastards. You send them home. He's out getting an evidence bag, and so ends up without a scratch on him. So must be something wrong with that picture, You and me don't have much of what you might call an experiential overlap.
I have spent my whole life scared, frightened of things that could happen, might not happen. 50 years I spent like that, finding myself awake at 3 a.m. Ever since my diagnosis, I sleep just fine. I came to realize it's that fear that's the worst of it. That's the real enemy. Get out in the real world. And you kick that bastard as hard as you can, right in the teeth. 3 pounds should be 48 each. Who's short?
Okay, don't freak. All right, we didn't get ripped off, but Badger hasn't kicked in his full amounts. I know he's planning on pulling all 9, so he's probably still in the sack.
They were too scared to tell me. Badger got busted. He's in jail.
Better Call Saul.
If you just tell me your supplier is, I think this can end very well for you.
What are you doing, detective? What are you doing talking to my
Oh,
client
there we
without
go.
me present? You sneaky Pete. Which is which? What did the academy hire you right out of the womb? You guys get younger every...
He said which is which.
Ah, here we go. Public masturbation.
What?
Okay, that's the kick. Why don't you do it at home like the rest of us? With a big flat screen TV, 50 channels of pay-per-view. Okay, all right, I got you. Meth, right. I'm sorry, that was a little transpositional error. Nothing a little whiteout can't take care of. Okay, you're gonna call your mommy or your daddy or your parish priest or your Boy Scout leader, and they're gonna deliver me a check for $4,650. I'm gonna write that down on the back of my business card, okay? Cashier's check or a money order, doesn't matter. Actually, I want it in a money order. And make it out to Ice Station Zebra Associates. That's my loan out. For that, we can discuss Visa or MasterCard, but definitely not American Express. So don't even ask, all right? Any questions?
She better act in an epileptic whorehouse.
Is that like the one your mom works at? Is she still offering the 2-for-1 discount? DEA, huh? For a street bust. Now, what would two feds want with that little twerp? Mayhew, is that Irish or English?
Irish.
Faith and Begorra, a fellow potato eater. My real name's McGill. Yeah, the Jew thing I just do for the homeboys. They all want a pipe-hitting member of the tribe, so to speak. They're after some mystery man, some heavy hitter who goes by the name Heisenberg. They want this guy like the axe wants the turkey. Seems young Brandon may have some information that could lead to his arrest. Option A, Brandon takes the deal. Option B, Brandon goes up to the penitentiary and gets his rectum resized about yay big.
I mean, what if, God forbid, that they decide to take revenge?
What have you been telling him? The kid keeps spouting off about if I talk, they'll kill me, blah, blah, blah. You know, right now, he's the only thing holding up this deal. I'm gonna set your nephew straight, get him singing like a canary, all's right with the world.
God damn.
$10,000.
There we go. A criminal lawyer.
What, dude wouldn't take a bribe? That dude in there. Saul Goodman we're talking about.
Morally outraged, he said. Threatened to call the police.
Wait, and Badger's gonna spill?
Like the Exxon Valdez.
Morally outraged.
Come on, just tell me what you want. Jesus.
Oh, they are doing
No.
all sorts of crazy shit.
No, what?
You're going to give Badger Mayhew the best legal representation ever. But no deals with the DEA.
Why don't you just kill Badger? I mean, follow me, guys, but mosquitoes buzzing around you, bite you on the ass. You don't go gunning for the mosquito's attorney. You go grab a fly swatter, I mean, so to speak. You want attorney-client privilege, don't you? So that everything you say is strictly between us. I mean it. Put $1 in my pocket.
An
Come on,
officer
make
of
it
the
official.
court.
Okay, you're now both officially represented by Saul Goodman and Associates. Your secrets are safe with me under
Holy
threat
shit.
of disbarment. Okay, so if a prison shanking is completely off the table, and we're sure of that,
No shanking!
Yo, Walt is wild.
Right. And the way I see it is, somebody's going to prison. 1963, James Edward Kilkelly is convicted of stealing a vending machine. 1975, breaking and entering. 1982, grand theft auto.
They're making a Heisenberg.
Jimmy provides a very special service. For a price, Jimmy will go to prison for you.
What?
The guy goes to prison on purpose.
And all it's gonna cost you is $80,000 and 1 pound of your finest meth.
Getting deeper and deeper. Yo, this is kind of fascinating. They got a guy willing to go inside. I never even considered that or heard of some shit like that, but it makes sense. Some motherfuckers,
All right.
they spend their whole life inside. Like, why'd I get paid for it?
There it is. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Let me see.
Who the hell is that?
Well, no.
Shit.
What?
Now he shows.
No.
We're screwed. What are you doing?
Let's go. What's he gonna do?
Get out. Go stop him. The DA is right there. They see me. We're screwed. Get out. I'll do something. Let you go.
Hey,
I thought that was you. Oh,
Schrader, I'm blocked.
hey. Let's go.
feeling okay?
Holy shit,
Schrader,
man.
I'm blocked. Okay, you gotta get out of here.
Work?
Schrader,
Oh, you mean
we're
like
missing
work?
DEA
Oh.
working?
Schrader.
Something going down?
Come on.
Wrong guy, other bench.
Looks like it's going down.
Take him.
Go freeze! Hey, right there! Don't move!
Oh my God. You really are a chemistry teacher.
How did you find me?
We should talk about that. It should be much, much harder for people to track you down. My PI charged me for 3 hours, so I seriously doubt it took him more than one. I'm a lawyer. Even drug dealers need lawyers, right? Especially drug dealers. You know, this kid Mayhew may be the first of your guys to get picked up, but he won't be the last. And if I can find you, how far behind can the cops be? What did Tom Hagen do for Vito Corleone?
I'm no Vito Corleone.
No shit. Right now, you're Fredo. Anything that gets the DEA's panties in this big a bunch, you're onto something special. And I would like to be a small and silent part of it. So if you want to make more money and keep the money that you make, Better Call Saul.
First, let me start by saying, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I got a Patreon. If you like to see early and full-length reactions to things like this, check it out. Look, this is where I'm at with the show overall so far, right? Y'all tell me, hey, it gets a hell of a lot better. I'm expecting that, right? A lot of people, this is their top show of all time, so I'm expecting that. Here's where I am with the show, though. I really enjoy the introduction of characters that they do. Because when that's done right, the writers can then, they could stun on the viewers. They could play with the viewers, right? So I'm going to talk about an example. It's when we meet Saul Goodman. And when we first meet Saul, you almost think you haven't figured out just off that commercial, just off that bench when we see the, Better Call Saul. So you think you kind of got him figured out, right? And then we get to a point where he's offered $10,000, right? Even the whole conversation between Saul and Walt, and the conversation between Saul and Badger, and Saul and Hank, you're thinking, okay, I see how this guy is. And then we get to, they offer him $10,000. My man took the high ground. No, I will not. What? That's against my morals. Like, who do you think I am? So our guys get in even deeper. Now we're kidnapping. I wish, like, if I had the time or the effort, I would do, like, I feel like if you're a dope reactor who has that time and effort and you know how to edit real well, I would create like a criminal count, just ticking off everything they've done. Now we got some straight kidnapping. You know what I mean? They're armed while they're doing it, and they have this man out there. So now you're like, hey, he's probably gonna be a straight weasel, right? But the way they play it is, he's mad intelligent, okay? Hell of a lawyer. That's why everybody comes to see him. He's making that money. You can say, oh, yeah, scumbag, but look at the town he's in. He got that criminal law thing on lock where he's at. Okay. You're able to see how much, remember, Pinkman says, yeah, criminal lawyer, and then you got a criminal lawyer. So we're still looking for that part, right, at that moment, because I'm like, man, what's going on? So he's speaking to them. He hears Walt's cough, which I knew would come back to bite him. And Walt is, he's so eager to just be in this criminal life. Right now, that's the thing I can say most about the character of Walt right now. He's all in. Like, I need the money, man. I need the money. And now it starts with I need the money. That's all the way back here at this point. Now, because he needed the money, he's all in on that. It's sort of the way, let's say you from the ghetto, the slums, you from a trailer park, or you from the hood, the projects, and your wish is to get your family out, right? That's the wish. But when you be on that court practicing, or you on that field practicing at a sport, all that you worried about is the effort you putting in right then. And Walt's way out is criminal enterprise. And that's what he's focused on. He's hyper focused on it. But he's not familiar with it. So once again, he talking about territories. They're called territories for a reason. I'm sure we'll see some more of that come up, right? But then we have him understanding, I don't know much about how to handle this. And as Pinkman said, this is something we gonna have to deal with, man. And as the first thing that came to my mind was retainer. Criminals require that, especially if you saying this is what I'm doing. You're gonna need a lawyer on retainer. But that's still not what happened. What Saul did was he was like, give me $1. And I knew immediately what he was doing. Once you pay attorney-client privilege, you know, he could be disbanded from the bar if there's anything. Okay. But so right there, I'm thinking, yo, honorable dude. Okay, now let's go all the way to the end when he shows up at the classroom. Now it all comes back. You're like, oh, no. Not only is he a great lawyer, he's an expert criminal, and he understands criminals better than most. Better than most. And he saw Walt and Pinkman as food. He like, oh, shit, they got something big, and they don't even know what they have or how to deal with it. That don't come around very often, right? Like they're food. If y'all get what I mean by food, like they on the menu. Like anybody within an enterprise, anybody who's privy to what they're doing, who also is in that sort of life, would see them. It don't matter if you got the stick up kids who was already coming after them. I know for sure we're gonna have some big time dealers coming after them, and now you have people within the law world coming after them, the so-called justice system, and you're like, whoa. And the way Saul played it was so crazy. He said, look, I got charged for 3 hours by my PI. That means it only took 1 hour. You need me. And he's right. You need a consigliere. Like you need someone who can handle the shit for you. Especially because he got a job too. He's a teacher. That was another thing about it. He's right there grading papers. This is his life. And in the background, there's all this other stuff going on. Hey man, I'll handle it for you. But here's the coldest thing about Saul. He played it like he giving him an option. No. I got this. And you're going to take my help. Otherwise, this can all come tumbling down for you, right? So, man, I really enjoyed the way Saul was presented to us, and I can understand off rip why he ends up with his own show and people wanted to see more about him, okay? Because for me, everybody keeps saying Better Call Saul, and then I've seen people like, yo, it's actually just as good as this, or yo, it's a very well done show. Which I would not expect. My inclination when something is a spinoff like that is, oh, it's automatically going to be trash. But y'all are saying it's not. I'll get to that at some point in the future. But yo, like I said, the introduction of the character played so well with the outcome of the episode. Okay, then we have, the skinny dude who plays the cop at the beginning. Can I say something about him? I don't know his name, but he had a Hollywood run. I'm talking about for the ages, where he made a ton of money. Because he had a look, you know the way Michael Cera came around and he had a look and he was placing it. That guy was just like that, man, where there was so much comedy you could do with him. I think he was in that movie, The New Guy. He was in Road Trip. He's in a bunch of shit so when I saw him on this, I'm like, it plays well once again. Because you're looking at him and the introduction to him is, okay, he's just trying to buy some meth, dude. I actually say that at some point. Yo, he's just trying to buy some meth, man. And then I realized the longer it goes on, he's a cop. Sud is a cop. Okay, so he's a cop, right? Badger, at that one, I don't really even fault Badger. That's nothing he could do, especially the way they deal. And they out on the block. Like, it's not inside the crib or nothing like that. And they don't got runners or nothing like that. It's just him. As long as he didn't talk. When Saul arrives, I'm like, yo, okay, how's this going to go? And the way that they had to deal with this is And Saul was so right. Usually these guys don't. That moment right there is probably what did it. As I think about this, once he realized they're not willing to kill their problem and get their problem out of the way, he's like, oh, they food. And then once he was getting that 80,000 for the guy who would go to prison for him, he's like, conscience has a price or something like that. Facts. And that should be Saul's motto. Yo, your conscience has a price, because had they just handled that themselves, okay. But now they're too deep in with him. So the whole thing of them trying to figure out, hey, the DEA is on to us. How are we going to, deal with this? And Hank, speaking of DEA, I like that it's an ongoing thing. First off, is PTSD. We're also seeing, what I like that they're exploring is a lot of these guys' sort of macho-ness and dehumanization of the enemy on the other side plays into them trying to deal with what their job actually is and the things they have to do. So they dehumanize. That happens in a bunch of jobs wherever there's considered a side that you have to eliminate. It's motherfuckers will do that dehumanizing shit. And you saw him do that. Hey, these are animals. You got to deal with them. You know what I mean? He always falls back to that. Hank, what they did with him is they had to see him as one way. And very quickly you come to understand he's not, or he was, but circumstances have changed him. And this is early on. I'm only on the middle of season 2. So I'm sitting here looking like, what else are we going to do with him? Right? Is he going to find out? How close will he get to finding out about the whole Heisenberg Walt thing? Man, I'm really fascinated with that character. Like, I don't like what he does. Right? Like, I don't. But as a character, I'm enjoying the trip that the actor is taking us on and that the writers are taking us on with that character. Does that make sense to y'all? Yeah, man, this was a dope episode. Oh, Skylar, you dressing kind of snazzy, Skylar. What's going on? She's smashing, ain't she? She gonna be smashing, ain't she? Oh, the way everybody hates her, I'm looking like, yeah, she done some fucked up shit, but I hate the system more. But the way everybody hate her, let me know already. She's about to give up the guts. Anyway, this was another dope episode. Oh, hold on. Forgot something. The Sting. That was fun. Because I'm like, oh shit, how are they going to do this? That would suck. They would have to probably do something else to go deeper and deeper. Walt thought real quick, and the way he played it, he drops off Pinkman. Hey, go let him know. He gets in front of Hank. He does that little silly shit. That was pretty funny. I like that, man. But yeah, now it's like they got to deal with Saul. Saul is an asset, but at the same time, Saul got them by the balls. And the way Saul is going to play it, I'm sure of it, because he understands this law thing. He's like, don't tell me nothing about no meth. I don't want to hear shit about it. Come to me when y'all got a problem, right? Y'all got a problem, I'll handle it. Just let me know not the particulars, you know what I mean? Let me know the outside shit. But hey, man, this is another dope one. Next episode.